Basketball tonight. We are 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Decorah is leading Edco right now by a 9-7 margin. We thank Ryan Delahan for coming up to the radio station and clearing up a few things related to the computer issues that were a lot human created tonight, probably by myself, getting used to a new automation system at the radio station. We'll tell you that Decorah is leading 9-7 right now. Darren Swenson and Larry Berlin beginning our 16th year together for Decorah Viking basketball here on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.net. There's 45 seconds left in the quarter. We have our fourth jump ball of the night. And Larry, first of all, better late than never, but welcome to the 2013-2014 basketball season.
Well, thank you, Darren. It's always nice to be on the air again, and year 16, can't ask for anything more than that.
Well, so far, it's been a first ball game in a lot of ways.
Yeah, right now, Decorah is leading in the turnover category as well, Darren. They got 15.
And three-pointer is up by Edco, no good. A tied ball on the rebound, and the possession will go to Decorah. We'll pick up full play-by-play here in the second quarter. Decorah trailed 5-0, but now leads it by a 9-7 margin so far in the scoring column. Linnea Kephart with 4 points, Taylor Schuring with 3, and Caitlin Kriegel with 2. Allison Kelchin leading the way for Edco with 5. Steph Funke has 2. A big story in this ball game for Edco. Returning second-team All-State player Carrie Fitzpatrick went out early with 2 fouls, and now she is back into the game. She scored 18 points a game a year ago and has yet to score here in the first quarter. And so far the game is being called pretty tightly as the double dribble is called by Edco, and so far the turnover stat not one to write home about for either squad. 15 for Decorah and 12 for Edco.
You're right, Darren. And again, it's what you expect in a first ball game. And Edco is pressing, has the full court press, forcing a lot of errors.
Caitlin Kriegel travels here, 9-7 the score, Decorah on top. And so far we've heard a lot in the world of basketball about the game getting called tighter. It's definitely been called tighter to this point in the game. 13 fouls called already here in the first quarter.
Right, and all of them legitimate.
And as a shot by Fitzpatrick is no good. Rebound down to Schuring. Ahead to Olingon. A three-pointer is no good at the end of the first quarter. And just with the way things are set up tonight, we won't be able to take any breaks. Somehow me and Larry have never had a problem filling time. But let's do the preview that we, shall we say, would have done in our pregame show tonight. You look at this Decorah team. I know Coach Storhoff, talking to her, really happy with the team supporting each other, really everybody being on the same page, really being a team in these first couple of weeks of practice. But a lot of questions about this team. We'd be unfair if we didn't say that. We're not saying you don't have the kids that can get some things done eventually, but a lot of unproven kids right now for Decorah.
That's right, Darren. And the nice thing about it is that you're having opportunity to see some players that have been in the system the whole way through, and now they're getting their opportunity to play and perform at a higher level. And so far what I've seen, Darren, I've got to be honest with you, at home, I believe you're going to have an exciting ball club this year. The scoring is going to be a question mark, and that's something that the coaches are aware of. And I think as the season progresses, you're going to see a couple of people maybe step out and come out and do a better job in that particular area.
9-7 Decorah as we broadcast from the stage. Edco inbounds here in the second quarter, and they'll take it to the far end of the court. Carrie Fitzpatrick dribbles against Kephart, dribbling to the right baseline, dribbling to the right block, goes to Steph Funke on the right wing. 20-footer is up and good. Steph Funke with 4 on the night, and we are 9-9, 20 seconds into quarter number 2. Shelby Stahlberger dribbles it to the near end of the court. Bounce pass left corner. Taylor Schuring steps up to a 17-footer. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Courtney Puds for Edco. Quickly ahead to Bergen, now to Fitzpatrick, driving into the lane, lays it up and in. Fitzpatrick, an 18-point-a-game scorer a year ago, gets her first 2. Edco back on top, 11-9. 40 seconds into the quarter as Kephart throws it to half court. It's run down in the front court by Stolberger. Drives to the left baseline. Put up the shot. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Carrie Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick quickly ahead on the right side. Her pass intercepted by Stolberger. Her pass intercepted by Fitzpatrick. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down in the lane by Poots. And a foul is called on Taylor Skirring. Skirring picks up her first. That's already double bonus time for Edco with 7 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Well, what's happened here, Darren, the purpose of a full court press by Edco is to get us in an up-tempo game. And last time we were down here, I might add, a couple of years ago, it, of course, was 100 and something to 100 and something. I mean, it was a long ball game. A lot of points were scored. That's what Edco wants to do. They want to get a run-and-gun type of thing going here. And unfortunately, Decorah has to understand that they're coming down to the offensive end, and they're forcing their shots too quickly. They need to take some time off the clock and set up, get themselves into some kind of a rhythm.
Poots misses the first free throw. Second one coming. It is up. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by Caitlin Krigel for Decorah. Quickly ahead of Maria Hoyme. Now to Jacqueline Zidlicki. Back to Maria Hoyme. Goes on the right block to Alexis Hovey. Puts it up off the glass and in. Alexis with her first two. We're tied at 11. 6:45 to play second quarter. Carrie Fitzpatrick dribbling up into the front court against Hoyme. Dribble fire to the free throw line. Kicks it on the left side to Kelton. A three-pointer is up and good. Kelton with her second trade. She's got 8. 14-11 Edco. 6:33 to play second quarter. Hovey up into the front court to the near end of the court. Drives all the way in. Puts it up. Had it blocked by Fitzpatrick. And Carrie pulls it down. Up the right side of the floor. Veering to the center of the floor. Drives to the right block. Puts it up and in. Fitzpatrick goes coast to coast for her second bucket. And a 7-point run for Edco has given them a 16-11 lead with 6:12 to play second quarter. Pass in the left corner to Maria Hoyme. Hoyme double teamed against the 2-3 zone. Skip pass over to Skirring right side. Leaves that free throw line for Krigel. Steps up to a 12-foot jump shot. It's off the back rim. Rebound being fought for. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hoyme right in front of us. And with 5:54 to play second quarter, Edco up by a 16-11 margin. But that wasn't a bad offensive set for what Decorah needs to do tonight, correct?
That's right, Darren. And then they took about 4 passes there. Got a good shot in the lane. Just didn't go down. We need to get some putback situations.
Katie Bush on the right side against the Decorah zone. Dribbles to the right corner. Kicks it back to Kelchin on the right wing. Skip pass over to Fitzpatrick left side. She'll drive to the left block. Dumps it underneath with the right block to Wadabon. And she got her shot blocked by Skirring. And Taylor pulls it down. Tries to go coast to coast. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kelchin. Kelchin to Fitzpatrick in the backcourt yet. 5:22 to play second quarter. 16-11. Edco on top, and Maria Hoyme with a lazy foul in the backcourt. Hoyme picks up her first and the team's 11th of the first half. 3 fouls on Alexis Hovey thus far. Zidlicki with 2 fouls on Carrie Fitzpatrick for Edco to this point. To back up your point about Edco wanting to play run and gun, last season they averaged 71 field goal attempts a game.
And you know what? The fans here from Edco, and it's a good crowd, I might add, certainly enjoy that kind of basketball. When you're a visiting team coming in here, however, you have to understand what you play and what you can do, and we do not want to get into a run and gun tempo with these folks right out of the chute. I don't think that's our game.
Fitzpatrick airballs the free throw, the front end of the 1-and-1, so from the far end of the court, Decorah will look to get it inbound. Stolberger lob pass to Hoyme, knocked away, taken away by Fitzpatrick at half court. Stop and go dribble. Her pass deflected, loose on the floor. It's going to end up in a tie ball, and Decorah will have possession. 5:13 to play second quarter. It is 16-11 Edco.
And in turnovers, we're leading there 17-12. 29 turnovers in basically a quarter and a half there.
And 27 points. Stolberger looking to get it inbounds. Lob pass in towards Hovey, who rips the ball away from a defender, and she'll dribble it up into the front court. Hovey drives all the way down to the right block, puts it up, lost control of it, and it goes out of bounds. Edco will play it from their far end. 5:04 to play second quarter. 16-11 Decorah trailing Edco, and sometimes you got those open lanes to the bucket. Edco's not going to guard you because they want you going up tempo, correct?
Yeah, they don't mind it. They're almost going to give up a shot.
3-pointer by Kelchin on the right side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zidlicki for Decorah. Quick outlet to Stolberger. Now to Krigel. Krigel pull-up jumper, high post left, shot up, no good. Rebound, Zidlicki puts it up and in.
That was a nice job there because she kept the ball up. Went right back up with it.
Jacqueline Zidlicki with her first two. 16-13 Edco. 4:33 to play second quarter, and a reach-in foul on the drive against Fitzpatrick. And I believe this one will go against Shelby Stahlberger, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, obviously, that is the glue for their team, Darren. She's been going to the basket in a rampant manner, and we have to understand that we need to get back a little bit further away from that and stop her as she enters into that, what I call, kill zone.
Fitzpatrick's first free throw up and good. Olinger and Kephart get Hoyme and Krigel to join Stahlberger, Zidlicki, and Hobie out on the floor. Fitzpatrick with 5 points thus far. Second free throw up and good. And it is an 18-13 lead for Edco. 4:32 to play second quarter. Inbounds it comes towards Kephart. The ball knocked out of bounds by Haley Bergen. Decorah will play it from the far end. Stahlberger, lob pass into Hobie. Hobie up the right side of the floor. Had it knocked away, got it back. Being pressured on the half court. Lob pass to the left corner, and Kephart, lob pass underneath to Olinger. Tess puts it up for two.
That's a good two-person game there, guys.
Kephart to Olinger for Tess's first bucket. It's 18-15 Edco. 4:10 to play second quarter. Dribbling it across the timeline. Kerry Fitzpatrick down to key. Haley Bergen. A three-pointer is up. It's no good. Rebound to the side. Knocked out of bounds by Fitzpatrick. And Decorah will play it from the far end. Halfway point, quarter two. 18-15 Edco. Fitzpatrick with 6 points thus far. Kelchin leading the way for Edco with 8. Decorah being led right now by Kephart with 4. Kephart lob pass underneath to Olinger at the block, puts it up no good. Zidlicki the board, put it up no good. Third time Tess Olinger, put it up no good. Rebound carried around. Zidlicki a fourth time, puts it up and in.
Wow, that's domination there, Darren.
Jacqueline Zidlicki with her first two. 18-17 the score, and here's a steal by Kephart at three-quarter court. Linnea speeding down the floor to the right block. Scott puts it up from the block, no good. Rebound taken by Olinger, goes up and gets fouled. Well, you asked for some putback situations there, Coach B. These kids are coachable, aren't they?
Well, you bet they are. I must have been talking louder than I thought. But you know what? That's exactly the key to a ball game, is to get those putback situations after you miss that initial shot.
Kelchin the foul, her first and the team's fifth. Tess Olinger with the free throw up and good. So Tess now with 3 points on the night. 18-18 the score. Second shot in play with 3:32 to play here in the second quarter. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Second free throw by Olinger is up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Kerry Fitzpatrick for Edco, who dribbles up the far side of the floor. Dumps it underneath at the right block for a shot up and good by Caitlin Rottenbaum. Rottenbaum, the freshman, with her first two. It's 28-18 Edco. Up the left side of the floor comes Stahlberger. Skips it over right side. Taylor Stirring. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki. Put it up. No good. Rebound down to Olinger. Left block. Puts it up and in. Another putback there as Tess now leads Decorah with 5.
Very strong move, I might add, too, by Tess. Nice job.
20-20 the score. 3 minutes to play. Second quarter. Deflected pass taken by Rottenbaum at the free throw line. Back between the circles to Kelchin. Kelchin pass deflected. Taken by Rottenbaum. High post left. Puts it up for 2. Rottenbaum with her second bucket. 22-20 Edco.
And garbage collector there, Darren.
Stahlberger left baseline to Olinger. Shot puts the shot up, no good. Zidlicki got the rebound, put it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fitzpatrick for Edco. Fitzpatrick up the left side of the floor. On the left wing, Hoots a three-pointer, no good. Weak side for Taylor Stirring. Stirring quickly ahead to Stahlberger, now to Olinger, beating everybody down the floor. But she lost control of her dribble. She got it back. She put it up and got bailed out on a foul by Allison Kelchin. Her second and the team's 6th.
Well, right now, the Decorah girls are really smoked. I mean, they're dragging. This pace has got them down a little bit, and Tess just didn't have anything left in her legs to go up to get that shot.
Tess with her first free throws up and good. So Tess with 6 all coming in this quarter. 22-21 Edco. 2:22 to play first half. A little slow in getting on the air, but the pace and the action has picked up since we took broadcast here at Coach B.
You bet. This is fun.
Olinger with the second free throw. It is up, no good. Rebound, Hoyme in the lane. Put it up, no good, but a foul call. Steph Funky the foul, her first, team 7th. Hoyme to the line to shoot 1-1. 2:20 to play first half.
I tell you what, I don't know if there'll be anybody left to play the game here the way the fouls are coming in.
Hoyme's first free throw is up and good. They're tied at 22. Edco puts 3 people in the free throw lane. They put 1 on the far baseline and 1 at half court, so you know what they want to do eventually. Second free throw up and good by Hoyme. And Decorah back on top, 23-22, and Edco throws it into the bench. Jenny Lang, the head coach for Edco, will take a 30-second timeout. 2:17 to play till halftime, 23-22. First of 18 broadcasts we will have this year. Our broadcast schedule is available online at KDECRadio.net. A little bit of a mix and match of home and road games this year. Apparently, we don't like contributing to the gas tax anymore, or we're just getting old, so to speak.
Well, I don't know, Darren. I don't mind at all staying at home. I don't often get to do that, so that's a good idea.
And again, if you're wondering what game we're covering, you can just go to KDECRadio.net. Our next one will be in 13 days. As the girls take on MFL Marmac. Lob pass inbounds. It ends up being a tie-up between Fitzpatrick and Olinger. And the alternating possession will go to Edco.
Not too keen on their out-of-bounds plays inside there, Darren.
Courtney Poots kicks it to Kelton across the timeline. Try to bump it off to Bergen. Deflected away by Kephart. Taken by Poots. Three-pointer. Air ball. Rebound down to Fitzpatrick. Put it up. No good. Griggle gets the rebound for the Corona. Reach-in foul is called on Steph Funky. Funky the foul. Her second and the team's 8th. We have 1:59 to play till halftime. It is 23-22 to Decorah.
And you know what, Darren? They're locking and loading on that 3, and they haven't had a lot of success. Right now, they're only made 2 out of 8 attempts. Decorah, on the other hand, is 1 for 1.
Sometimes it's not quantity, it's quality.
Quality is right.
1-1 free throw by Krigel. No good. Rebound Fitzpatrick for Edco. So bring it to the far end of the court. Fitzpatrick on a dribble drive against Hoyme, and Hoyme punches the ball out of bounds on the drive.
Marie did a nice job there, moving back and forth.
I'm getting hassled via text message by some in the crowd down here.
I would imagine.
Fitzpatrick underneath the Kelton goes up. Shot blocked, foul called. Taylor Stirring picks up her second. And a couple go at the free throw line for Steph Funky.
Well, I tell you what, those guys in the stands are just jealous.
Yeah. Envy is a horrible thing.
Yeah. By the way, what are you going to do now? We're on the stage here tonight. What are you going to do at halftime, Darren? What is the performance going to be?
Well, the athletic director, Roger, right down here, said we need a song or a dance at halftime. So Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Free throw was no good. Second one in and out. Rebound pulled down by Olinger for Decorah. 100 seconds to play till halftime. Vikings up 1, shooting at the near end of the court. Hoyme a bounce pass right wing to Stirring. Along the right baseline to Olinger. Lost her footing, got it back, puts it up and in. Wasn't the prettiest move in the world, but Tess got the job done. She's got 8, 25-22 Decorah.
Well, give her credit for squaring up and going hard to the basket.
No doubt about it. Underneath at the right block, it is Bergen, and Bergen lays it up for 2 after a nice feed from Funky and a power dribble.
Gave up a really too easy one here.
25-22. Here's a steal by Edco, a steal back by Stirring. She'll go coast to coast, lays it up, and in. Pretty play by Taylor Stirring, who's got 5. 27-24 with 60 seconds to play till halftime, and Edco throws it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Caitlin Krigel.
Give credit to Decorah, they're getting back. I mean, Edco wants to beat him back down the floor, but we're getting back.
Inbounds, it comes to Courtney Poots. Poots tried to get it to the free throw line at Bergen. It's taken away by Linnea Kephart. Kephart up the left side of the floor, puts it up off the glass and in.
Nice control there.
Kephart with 6. 29 29-24. This is the biggest lead of the first half for Decorah. 40 seconds to play till halftime. Three-pointer left side by Kelchin. No good. Rebound on the weak side by Bergen on the air ball. Bergen tried to drive it on the lane, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. Reach-in foul is going to go against Linnea Kephart, who picks up her second. And the team's beyond 10th, as Bergen will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Edco has had a lot of opportunities at the free throw line, but hasn't cashed in to this point. They are only 2 for 9. 3 for 10.
For the folks at home, we should ask who they think scored the first 2 points for Decorah in this new season.
All right, anyone who has my cell phone number, you can text it to me and win some Larry Berlin popcorn.
Yes.
Free throw is up and good by Bergen. Second free throw up and good.
Who scored the first points for Decorah in this 2013 season?
29-26 with 30 seconds left here in the first half. Kephart up the left side of the floor. Lob pass underneath to Olinger at the left block. Ball turned around. Loose ball. Olinger tried to save it, but she was touching the end line while she did. And a turnover back to Edco. 27.5 to play second quarter. 29-26, Decorah on top, and a reach-in foul on the backcourt against Maria Hoyme. It's a nickel dimer, but you know what? They're going to call that this year. Officials are being told to call it. Well, they're going to call it now, at least. Yeah. You cannot do that. Yeah. You just cannot do that. You got to move the feet, and you can't reach this year.
Well, how far do you think she was from the basket at the other end?
Too far.
I mean, there's really absolutely nothing you're going to gain by following a girl down here.
Fitzpatrick 2 for 3 from the line and has 6 points. First free throw up and good for her. 29-27. I agree with your bigger picture point there, Coach B. But again, you know how the game's going to get officiated this year, or at least how it's being told to officiate. Free throw no good. Rebound down to Kriegel, and you just can't be lazy on defense. Curran with 19 seconds to play in the first half. Pass over to Hobie on the right wing. Bobbled it, got it back deep on the right wing. Top of the key to Kephart. Back between the circles to Stirring. Over on the right side to Hobie. Underneath to Kriegel. Double team to the left block, and she traveled with it.
Need to turn around with the ball up and then look at the basket. She was bringing the ball up as she turned around.
6.7 to play second quarter. Here's a pass quickly ahead on the left side to Bergen. Bergen drives in, lays it up and in, and the first half will come to a close like that. Well, we haven't decided a thing to this point. It was 11-7.
Oh, no.
At the end of the first quarter, and Decorah was leading at that point. Edco outscores Decorah 22-18 in the second quarter, and the Vikings and Edco are tied 29-29 here at the halftime break. And with our computer situation, we have no ability to take breaks right now, and we're going to have some musical accompaniment behind us here at halftime. And well, let's have some fun with that, Coach B.
Well, we can sing here, can't we, Darren?
No.
You want to dance?
No.
Okay.
But these kids seem a heck of a lot more talented than what you and I would be at that. We'll just stick to calling a basketball game. So far, well, you know, this is the Michigan fight song. They're playing the Hawks tomorrow. I can't endorse it, but nonetheless, let's look at the scoring here at the halftime break. Olinger with 8, Kephart with 6, Zidlicki with 4, Stirring with 5, Kriegel with 2, Hoyme with 2, and Hobie with 2 here at the halftime break. 8 points for Allison Kelchin for Edco, 7 for Carrie Fitzpatrick, 6 for Haley Bergen, 4 points for Steph Funke, and 4 points for Caitlin Ronnebaum. And that is the scoring here at halftime. Edco from the free throw line is 5 for 13 thus far. Decorah is 4 for 7. Your stats, Coach B?
Well, it's interesting here. There's a lot of equality here in the statistics. Right now, Edco has got 1 more field goal than Decorah, but scored time. That's because we have a couple more free throw plays, and what they did. That's one thing to save us about the first half. They did not shoot real well at the free throw line. Turnover-wise, Decorah has got to clean up their ass just a little bit. And again, that's what a full court press is designed to do. If you have to go faster than you want to, as long as you're taking a little care. Right now, Decorah has 2 turnovers. But look at this. Edco Edco has 17. And the shooting percentages, Decorah shooting 40%, Edco shooting 42%. So, you know what, really, it's a pretty even game. You know, I would expect the score to be pretty close next year.
And you know what, it is pretty close, 29-29 here at the halftime break. You look at that rebounding statistic, Decorah pretty much evened that up in the second quarter. A lot happening on the offense end.
Right, and Decorah there for a little bit of a period of time in that beginning of the second quarter had figured out how to get the ball inside, and Zidlicki and Olinger were doing a superb job of crashing the boards, and I think that one time we had 4 putback opportunities.
And you converted off it.
Yes, right, and so that's real important that we continue. Now, I think what happened, though, the time fell off a little bit as the quarter progressed, because I think point blank simple, they got tired out.
Well, and I think this is a stat that sometimes you bring up in football. In fact, often you bring up in football as compared to basketball. But I think as you look at this second half, you almost have to look at a time of possession statistic, because Edco wants to shoot within 2 passes within about probably 10 seconds. Decorah is probably better off if they get 4 to 5 touches and take, shall we say, 25 to 30 seconds off the clock. Do you agree with that, Coach?
Right, Darren. If you have an uncontested layup, or if you're going in on a 2-on-1, you've got to take advantage of it. I'm certainly not saying pull it back there, but there are times when we're coming in and we're trying to force the pass underneath, try to force it in there. We're taking shots where we're really not set up and squared up to the basket. And, you know, I don't know enough about these young ladies at this point in time, but I do tell you this, that having coached in a girls program for a lot of years, what kills you as far as, or hurts you, I should say, what really hurts you in that any level of girls ball is the putback, because very seldom does a team shoot over 50%. They're going to miss over half of their shots. So if you can rebound and get that next shot, all of a sudden your percentage goes way up.
It's 29-29 at the halftime break. We want to thank Ryan Delahunt for coming up and getting us on the air tonight. Had some computer errors. Somehow the computer, if we could ever find a way to have computers do what we intend them to do instead of the input that we provide to them, somebody is going to be a multi-gazillionaire.
Gazillionaire, yeah. You know, that's right. We need a computer that can think by itself.
Well, and you know what?
Hal did that back in the 2000 there, 2001 Space Odyssey.
Well, and we were talking about the movie 1984, Big Brother always watching you, so maybe we shouldn't ask for that, perhaps.
That's right.
So, 29-29 here at the halftime break. Our next, we should remind you that coming up tomorrow on our sister station, FM 100.5, Iowa Hawkeye football. Hawks will take on the Michigan Wolverines. 9 for the pregame, 11 o'clock for the kickoff. If you're heading down to Iowa City, bundle up. It's going to be cold. But it's November football in the state of Iowa, so you almost have to expect that. We'll have it for you on FM 100.5. And then the battle for Atlantis from the Bahamas next week. Thanksgiving night, a great way to end it with some Hawkeye basketball, right?
You bet. Get rid of your indigestion. You know what else?
And that'll be Iowa Xavier, 5 o'clock next Thursday night, Coach B.
Yeah, there you go. But I tell you what, Darren, this is, it's going to be a fun season. We're looking ahead at some of those games that we have in order to broadcast. There's going to be some really good matches. I really anticipate that the girls are going to be a competitive group this year. I mean, what we're seeing tonight, they're going up and down the floor. So let's make sure that people understand, yes, Edco is not a very big school, but I tell you what, they've got a solid basketball program, and you said that we got a returning all-state player here, and she's looking every bit of that. So, you know, it's something to look forward to.
And I think Edco coming off a 15-8 year last year, just a few years ago in 2002, within the realm of time that Decorah and Edco have played each other on the schedule. They've been a state basketball tournament participant, everything like that. And you talk big school, small school, everything like that. I think that means more when it comes to probably a sport of football, when you have a higher population and you need a lot of bodies and everything like that. In football, you can only put, or in basketball, you can only put 5 on the floor like that. And I think if there is a class where you could, or a sport where a lower class team could more consistently compete with a higher class team, I think it's probably baseball and basketball. shout out to our neighbors, the Walk-On Indians. Came up a little short in the 2A state championship game today. Lost on a field goal that hit the crossbar and bounced over against Carroll Kemper this afternoon. Heck of a season for Walk-On, and they really represented Northeast Iowa very well. And I know when it comes to the sport of football, as Decorah fans, we've been spoiled with success, but that was the first time ever in a state championship football game for Walk-On, and boy, hats off to that crew. Good kids, good people, a lot of good talents as well, and heck of a football game this afternoon as well.
Yeah, good football game. And you know what? They deserve to have that opportunity. They played very well. They'd have been a great matchup for Decorah this year. I mean, they were a good team. And so the point I want to say here is that Northeast Iowa football got the job. I mean, they've done a really good job. And you know, the volleyball was very strong this year. Cross country was very strong. Yep. It's time for basketball to take its place along with wrestling during the winter here and see what we can do.
No doubt about it, as both teams are back out on the floor.
You have a winner on that. Who made the first match?
I have not gotten any text messages.
So I tell you what, it would be maybe somebody that you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint.
Well, you know, and she has had her fair share of success in multi-platforms when it comes to extracurricular activities.
That's exactly right. Very good.
So, if anybody is tuning in,
you know,
boop, 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 is this thing on?
I wonder if Ruth Price did it.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Ruth. A little early.
That's a good time if you are listening.
So, we appreciate her tuning in. As always, everybody else, no matter where you are, KDEC, KDEC Radio.net there in we get going here in the second half. It'll be Shelby Stallman, Alexis Hobie, Taylor Spring, Seth Owen, and Caitlin Griggle for Decorah. It'll be Haley Berman, Courtney Poots, also Steph Funky, also Carrie Fitzpatrick and Allison Kelchin. Lob pass inbounds, punched out of bounds by Poots. Decorah will have the ball. They shoot at the far end of the court. They're closing the windows on us. Wow, breeze. Inbounds comes, and it's taken away by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick one-on-one down the lane against Stirring. Lays it up for two. Barry Fitzpatrick, 9 points on the night. Edco takes a 31-29 lead. Hobie double teamed in the backcourt, tied up. Tied up by Bergen. Alternating possession will go to Decorah. Or rather to Edco, as Fitzpatrick will inbound it right in front of us.
2 turnovers right away here, Jaron. Not a good way to start.
Inbound comes to Pooch, right wing, steps up, 17-footer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Alexis Hobie. Alexis up the right side of the floor, quickly at Shelby Stolberger. Right block dumps it to Kragel, left block, puts it up and in.
Nice feed by Stolberger.
31-31 is Kragel now with 4. 7:25 to play third quarter. Fitzpatrick with it, top of the key, lob pass underneath towards Funky, and Funky couldn't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds, and Decorah will have it from right in front of us. Shelby Stolberger actually will inbound it to our right for purposes of accuracy. Inbounds to Alexis Hobie, now to Taylor Stirring, and she's going to get called with a travel in the backcourt.
Well, the reason she traveled is she got run over by 2 people. I mean, that was caused.
Inbounds it comes, left side, Bergen in the left corner to Poots. Poots, lob pass in the lane to Fitzpatrick. Goes with a scoop shot from the right block and scores. She's got 11, 33-31 the score. Hobie up the right side of the floor. Hobie veers to the center of the floor. Picks up her dribble there. Goes on the left side to Taylor Stirring. Stirring takes a couple of dribbles. Back twin circles to Stolberger. Right side to Alexis Hobie. Hobie, lob pass, top of the key to Stirring. Leaves it on the high post right to Olinger. Stakes a step, dribbles down the lane. Lays it up, no good. And Fitzpatrick brings down the rebound for Edco. Quickly ahead, ball punched out of bounds by Alexis Hobie.
That's good hustle to get back on that because they had a layup there. She hadn't got a hand on it.
Catch-up defense brought to you by Heinz, as always. Fitzpatrick Inbounds to Kelchin. Right corner to Fitzpatrick, and a three-pointer is no good. But a foul is going to be called on Stahlberger. Trying to fight her way through the screen, I do believe. Yep. Shelby picks up her first foul of the second half. Minute 28 to play, or into the third quarter.
Give her 2 points for a takedown.
First leadoff would be Brown. Fitzpatrick with it between the circles, picks up her dribble, tries to get it to Kelchin, goes through her hands, but it's picked up along the baseline by Poots, who lays it up for 2. Poots with their first 2. That goes outscored Decorah 6-2 here in the early going of the third quarter and leads it 35-31. Right baseline with it is Ollinger. Jumper up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Edko. Fitzpatrick had it stripped by Stahlberger. Loose ball. Taken on the floor by Skuring. Leaves it for Hobie. Hobie in the backcourt. Hobie with it across the timeline. Hobie drives down the lane, puts it up from 8, no good. Rebound carried around, tied up between Kriegel and Funky. Alternating possession will go to Decorah. Kephart, Sidlicki in, and Ollinger and Stahlberger will go out.
Doing a lot of running here, Darren, but we're not getting much wheat in the bin, so we got to do a better job of taking care of things here.
Kephart looking to get it inbounds, baseline right, to the right corner, and Kriegel, his pass punched out of bounds by Courtney Poots. So Decorah will play it along the sideline. On the far end of the court as we broadcast with an end zone view from a stage.
Yeah. I don't know how much of an end zone this is, but you're right, we're at the end of the stage here.
Inbounds come. Kriegel couldn't handle the pass, taken away by Fitzpatrick. Out of Bergen up the right side. Skip pass over on the left side of Courtney Poots. Poots. Bounce pass left corner to Funky. Takes an 18-footer. It's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Poots, and he'll put it up for 2.
That's true. This quarter just falling into her hands.
And Bridget's going to take a full timeout. That'll be the second timeout she will take in this game. 5:29 to play here in the third. 37-31 momentum on the side of the black and gold Vikings right now, Larry.
Well, we came out a little bit stale. We just haven't kind of got it going here, and you need to get that taken care of. I might add here, too, that the other thing that's kind of interesting is that we're not putting a body on the rebounds or shooting. We're standing and watching them shoot. The young ladies from Edco are going to the hoop, and they're getting those, being rewarded by getting the ball. And, we did a really nice job, I thought, of hitting the boards and kind of keeping them at bay during that first and second quarter, but we've kind of slipped off.
The start of this third quarter has kind of been similar to the start of the game for Decorah. They were kind of running in mud for about 6-7 minutes, got the mud off the shoes, played a pretty good second quarter, but that mud is back on the uniforms now.
Right, and they just, I don't know, they're just going to have to somebody's going to have to take charge of the outfit. Right now they're looking for a floor leader.
Taylor Skuring looking to get it inbounds. Skuring. Pass into Hobie, double team to three-quarter court. Hobie dribbles up the far sideline, lob pass to Kephart underneath to Zidlicki, puts it up for 2. Jacqueline Zidlicki with her third bucket. She's got 6 points, 37-33 the score. Going over the right side of Fitzpatrick, rather. Her pass taken away by Skuring. Quickly ahead to Kephart, back to Skuring. Quickly ahead on the left side to Hobie. Pass out of the key to Skuring, right side to Kephart. 1-2-2 zone being played by Edco, and Kephart dribbling amongst the lane of the Giants, ends up traveling with it.
Well, where was she going to go, with that dribble? Reverse the ball, get it back to that weak side because there was wide open space over there.
4:54 to play in the third, a 4-point lead for the Edco Vikings on the Decorah Vikings on opening night of 2013-2014. Up into the front court comes Edco with Bergen on the right side. Bergen dribbles to the top of the key, works against Hobie's defense, kicks it on the right side of Funky. Top of the key to Katie Bush, steps up to the free throw line, kicks it right side of Funky. A 20-footer is up, no good. Zidlicki, the rebound after a nice box out. Out of Skuring, lob pass over on the left side at Kriegel, steps up to 17-footer, no good. Rebound being fought for, loose ball taken by Edco. Bergen with the rebound, out of Fitzpatrick up the left side of the floor, quickly down the floor with a pass to Kelchin. He lays it up for 2.
That's about only one of the first times that we've been beaten down the floor then.
Kelchin with 10 on the night, 39-33 Edco. Halfway point third quarter, Hobie up the left side of the floor, crossover dribble into the lane now, loses control of it and picks it up again. He's going to get called for the travel. Didn't know if she was completely to the floor or not, but apparently she was. Do I want to ask what number turnover it is, with all due respect?
Well, we're still not. We have fewer turnovers than points, Darren.
That wasn't the case earlier today.
No, we've got 28 right now.
Fitzpatrick up into the front court, crossover dribble down the lane, lays it up and in.
That was a turnover of sorts there because we just didn't do a good job on defense at all.
Fitzpatrick with 13, 41 to 33. 8-point lead for Edco. Hovey throws it to nobody in particular, and it's taken away by Fitzpatrick up the left side of the floor to Boots in the left corner. Three-pointer is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Olinger for Decorah. Olinger now to Hoyme. Lob pass to Hovey. Hovey's deflected pass. She catches and passes it across the timeline on the left wing to Kephart. Back between the circles to Alexis Hovey to reset. Over on the left side to Linnea Kephart. Kephart takes a couple of dribbles, leaves it on the high post left to Hoyme. Power dribble into the lane, lays it up and in.
Oh, nice play.
4 points for Maria Hoyme. It's 41-35 Decorah.
We had 5 touches there, Darren. We got a nice shot.
3 minutes to play, third quarter. With it on the right side is Katie Bush. Bush driving right of the lane now, stops against Hovey's defense, puts up a wild shot, no good. Zidlicki the rebound for Decorah. Outlet right to Hoyme. Lob pass ahead to Hovey. Lob pass underneath at the right block to Olinger. Puts it up, left it short, got it back, loose on the floor, still being fought for. Zidlicki leaves it for Kephart. 8-footer up left side, in and out. Rebound caromed around and taken by Courtney Putz. Puts up the left side of the floor for Edco. Putz now to Kelchin. Kelchin over on the right side to Bush. Bush in the right corner to Fitzpatrick. A three is up, long. Rebound Maria Hoyme. And a foul on the arm on the way out by Courtney Putz. Her first, team's first. Putz picks up, her second foul. 41-35 Edco. We were tied at 29 at the halftime break. We have 2:23 to play in quarter number 3.
Anybody got the answer to that? Who scored the first point?
I'm getting emails, but not from anybody.
That's not good.
Hello? Here's the steal by Fitzpatrick by Edco. Over on the right side to Kelchin. A 20-footer is up, no good. Rebound taken by Kelchin along the baseline. Her pass intercepted by Maria Hoyme. Hoyme double teamed in the backcourt. Leaves it for Olinger. Now to Schuring. They're up the left side of the floor. Lob pass underneath to Zidlicki. Right block. Puts it up and in. 8 points for Jackie Zidlicki. It's 41-37. A 4-point lead for Edco with 105 seconds to play in the third. Fitzpatrick driving in the lane, try to get it off to teammate Radabom, and it's taken away by Schuring. Schuring now to Stahlberger. Stahlberger up the right side of the floor, leaves it out of Hoyme, drives to the left block, puts it up, no good. Tess Olinger the rebound, put it up and in, and a foul is called. It'll be the third foul on Kerry Fitzpatrick, and a hat-trick opportunity for Tess Olinger.
And there's that putback again, Darren.
And is it just me? And obviously you got to credit any kid who gets that putback situation, but does Jackie Zidlicki bring an energy down low that's kind of infectious?
Well, she also brings a lot of size, which also doesn't hurt anybody either.
But do you agree with the overall point?
Yes, absolutely. Good point in case there. Hoyme made a tremendous steal over here.
Free throw, no good. Rebound to Fitzpatrick. Go ahead, Larry.
And then Zidlicki ran the floor. I mean, she sprinted down there and got a layup off of it. So, I mean, it's a lot of good things.
Bergen on the left side, had it punched away by Schuring, taken away by Jackie Zidlicki. Up the right side comes Schuring, bounce pass left baseline. Stahlberger drives in, left block, puts it up and in. Shelby Stahlberger with her first two. We're tied at 41. 1:04 to play here in the third. The right side of the floor comes Fitzpatrick, driving to the right block, bumped into, and a foul on Zidlicki.
Zidlicki needs a break. She's gassed.
She picks up her third and the team's second. And a couple of subs coming in. Olivia Ralph will come in, and Allison Sexton coming in to get Stahlberger and Zidlicki. We're tied at 41, 59 seconds to play here in the third. Fitzpatrick trying to get it in bounds. Lob pass deflected out of bounds by Allison Sexton. Sexton with the deflection in her first moments of the night. Going to get it inbounds is Allison Kelchin, deep on the right side to Carrie Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick on the right side, takes the dribble, goes to the free throw line of Bergen. Her pass knocked away, taken away by Tess Olinger. Olinger tried to dribble her way out of there. It's being fought for on the floor, and a timeout is going to be rewarded to Edco when nobody had possession. You can't do that. Well, I get frustrated when all officials do that because everybody does it, and every team benefits, and every team has a detriment to it. But when two team players are fighting for the ball and the coach asks for a timeout, that should not be awarded.
Right. But if we go back to the cause of that particular sequence, trying to dribble out and press it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Get your outlet pass. Yeah. We got to lay it.
46 seconds left here in the third. It's 41-41 the score. I was being the fan, you were being the coach there. Well, thanks for settling me down there.
Just saying that, like we go back to the beginning of that. I might add, too, I'd have to say hi to my 7th grade girls that are listening.
Hey. Hello, future Vikings.
Yep.
Fitzpatrick around the screen right side, and a moving pick is going to be called on Edco. Allison Kelchin picks up her third foul and the team's second.
And Edco's made a bit of a run here on turnovers, allowed us to get back in this ball game, Darren. They're up to 25.
Decorah right now at 30. Inbounds comes Olivia Rauch. Out of Maria Hoyme, dribbles it across the timeline, veers to the right wing. Keeping her dribble, lob pass over to Skurring on the left side. Skip pass over to Rauch right side. Olivia takes a 10-footer, buries it. Olivia Rauch with her first two, bites back on top, 43-41 with 20 seconds to play in the third. Fitzpatrick across the timeline. Around the screen right side, drives into the lane, had it knocked away, and knocked out of bounds by Maria Hoyme. Fitzpatrick had a layup if Hoyme doesn't get a hand on that one.
Well, she's trying to do too much right now, too, though. She's too easy to find.
12.4 to play here in the third quarter. Inbounds it comes to Edco. Fitzpatrick with the three-pointer air ball. Rebound taken right in front of us by Ralph. Quickly ahead to Tess Olinger. Olinger on the right side. Loses control of her dribble. It's taken away by Fitzpatrick. The third quarter will come to an end. Decorah won that quarter by a 14-12 margin. They scored 8 of the last 10 points to do so, and Decorah leads at 43-41 as we head to the fourth quarter. You up for another double overtime thriller down here?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. And right now, it doesn't look like they're going to score quite as many points, though.
Well, that's for sure. We didn't get on until the end of the first quarter, so we to get a full paycheck tonight, I suppose this game has to go overtime.
We may have to stop at another gym somewhere and broadcast part of that game.
Well, not too many games going around the state tonight. This is the traditional opener for Decorah. And Decorah obviously getting a nice test tonight. And you know they're definitely going to get a test Tuesday night. You have your defending 4A state champion Cedar Rapids Xavier team coming to town. Well,
that will be a test. You know, the last time we were down there watching them, it wasn't all that pleasant, Darren. We played well with them right up to the tip-off.
Of course, Tom Lilly will have another good squad. You can almost guarantee that.
Well, I see that the pre-rankings came out today, preseason rankings, and they were up there, I think, at number 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Fitzpatrick inbounds for Edco around the screen right side. 20-footer is up. It's an air ball. The rebound goes out of bounds, untouched, right in front of us. And now they're going to say it was tipped, and Decorah is going to... Actually, Edco is going to have possession.
Really? Did you see that, Darren?
We had a bad angle.
I don't think so.
Fitzpatrick inbounds. The ball goes through the hands of Funky. It's taken by Zidlicki. Kicks it right side to Ralph. Puts it up off the glass and in. Olivia Ralph, a spark plug off the bench. She's got 4. 45-41 with 7:37 to play here in the fourth quarter. Fitzpatrick veers over to the right side. Top of the key to Kelchin. Over on the left side to Funky. Had it stripped. Got it back. Takes it at the left block. The ball goes out of bounds on a pass attempt. Zidlicki touched it last. And in front of us, Fitzpatrick will play it for Edco. 7:27 left, fourth quarter. 45-41 Decorah. Inbounds it comes to Funky. Loses control of it. It's taken away by Zidlicki. Quickly ahead to Kephart. Left block. Gives it back to Zidlicki. Puts it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Edco.
Boy, that was a good try there.
Allison Kelchin got it. Out at Bergen. Bergen driving right baseline against Kephart. Bergen gets underneath the funky left block, goes up, had it blocked by Stirring, but it comes down to the hands of Fitzpatrick, and she puts it up in the end. 15 for Fitzpatrick, 45-43 on a 5-second count is being called on Decorah. Bridget was asking for a timeout for 3 seconds, but guys in stripes didn't grant it to her.
Yeah, they gave one to the girl that didn't have possession of the ball.
Hey, preseason for everybody, Coach B. Delchin, left side to Fitzpatrick. 3-pointer up and good. Fitzpatrick with the three. She's got 18. Edco back on top, 46-45 with 6:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Stirring ahead towards Pregel. Fumbled pass. Tried to pass it ahead to Zidlicki, and it's taken away by Edco. Delchin. Out of Fitzpatrick, quickly ahead to nobody.
Almost had it, Darren.
Good to go, Coach B.
I have my hands warmed up.
A lot of stats to keep track of tonight, hasn't there been? 6:32 to play and a full timeout asked for by Coach Storhoff. 6:32 to play, 46-45. Edco leading it. Edco is led by as many as 5. Decorah is led by as many as 5. So it's been nip and tuck pretty much the entire night, Coach B.
Yeah, it has. It's going to come down to that, too, the way it looks. Good thing the officials are in shape.
Yeah. I don't know if we are yet, or will ever be, but maybe you, Coach B, but not me.
Never know.
So.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a good game. Like I said, I'm filling up the turnovers thing here. You may have to put a couple more lines of turnovers down here for me. But anytime you have 33 turnovers for one team and 27 for the other, that's probably not good basketball.
Well, and let's be honest, it's not. You can put some of it on a first game, but first game, maybe except 18 to 20, 33, way too many. Stirring looks to get it inbound. Right in front of us. Good pass intercepted by Edco. Ronnebaum trying to get it across the lane. It's taken away by Stahlberger. Now to Zidlicki. Spinning to the right block. Puts it up. No good. And Fitzpatrick called for the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what. Get out of the way. She had her head down. She was going to block it. I like that. We got to do something about our inbounds plays, though. I mean, against the full court press, we're not executing. We've had a lot of near misses on that one.
Zidlicki's first free throw of the night is up and good. She's got 9 on the night, and we are 46-46. Second shot in play with 6:24 to play. We do have to say hi to Coach Carlson.
Yes,
listening
we do.
in.
Coach Carlson's quite a guy.
2 weeks from tonight, they'll have their season opener against Cedar Falls. Second free throw up and good for Zidlicki at 47-46. Decorah up 1. 6:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. And a travel as Allison Delchin had a little indecision near half court.
Well, credit the Decorah defense there. Let's go that too. They're doing a good job. They're scrambling around.
Shelby Stahlberger up into the front court. Bounce pass on the right side. Taylor Stirring couldn't handle the pass. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's too bad. Taylor didn't need to go for that. It was going to be our ball.
I'd have hit a popcorn kernel over there on the far side.
Yeah, took a bad bounce.
We went underneath the gym walking in, so it wasn't us. Fitzpatrick to Kelton at the free throw line. Jumper up and good. It was correction. That was Funky. Funky with the jumper. Good. It's 48-47. Edco. Left side with it is Pregel. Pregel goes to the right block. Puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Kephart at the left block. The Stirring on the left wing. A 20-footer is up. No good. Rebound pinballed around. Taken by Pregel in the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Kephart. Puts it up and in. Fourth time a charm for Decorah.
That's the second time we've seen that tonight, Dan.
Kephart with 8 on the night. 49-48 Vikings. 5:35 to play here in the fourth. Left side with it is Funky, and 18-footer is up and good. Funky with 8. 50-49 Edco. 5:25 to play. Stirring quickly ahead to Zidlicki. Pass too tall for her. Deflected and out of bounds. Mike Taylor's eyes got very, very big that time as Zidlicki was running the floor. If it's a pass too tall for Jacqueline Zidlicki, it's probably too tall.
Well, Jacqueline she took a time out here. She was dragging a little bit too.
Gary Fitzpatrick, left corner to Bush. Bush driving left the lane against Kephart. Kicks it right of the lane to Bergen. Bergen on the drive into the lane. Put up the shot, no good, and she gets fouled. Caitlin Kragel will pick up the whistle.
Too bad that she fouled her because that girl had absolutely no prayer of putting that in.
Kragel picks up the foul, her second, team's third. So after about 20 fouls were called in the first half, 6 have been called here in the second half.
Well, cleaned up. That's what happened. The officials cleaned up the game early. You told me that. That was the point of emphasis. They were going to clean up the game early. Right?
You know, you could work for a political campaign with analysis like that there, Coach B. Bergen's free throw was no good. Second free throw was no good. No rim was hit, so Decorah will get it on the out of bounds. Taylor Skirring will look to get it in bounds, and now it's three-quarter court press from Edco. Skirring with it across the timeline with the pass to Hobie. Back between the circles to Skirring. Lob pass underneath towards Olinger, but intercepted by Kelchin for Edco. Now to Fitzpatrick. Patrick Skirring to the right side. Top of the key to Bergen underneath the funky left block. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken by Bush at the left block. Goes up, shot block. Kephart pulled down Skirring. Skirring up the left side of the floor. Taylor driving in the lane. Put it up off the glass. No good. And a foul is called. So Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2. Personal will go against Haley Bergen, her first, team's fourth. And I know you got to coach Taylor for 2 years. Is what she did there, is that something she needs to add to her game this year?
She has to be a go-to type gal. She has to take it to the hoop, under control, but still a little bit on the edge of being out of control, and make things happen, because she has the ability to do that, Darren.
Taylor misses the first free throw, second one for the tie with 4:39 left in regulation. Skirring's second free throw, nothing but net.
Taylor's going to make things happen.
6 points on the night for her, 50-50 the score. Got to play about maybe 40% of the season last year, and definitely didn't have that during the headlight look when she got in time as a freshman. Poots on the left side. Poots driving left the lane, put it up off the glass, no good. Rebound loose, taken by Fitzpatrick at the left block, puts it up and in. Fitzpatrick, returning second team All-Stater, has 20 on the night. She had 15 and 5 against Decorah last year. Hobie had it knocked away, taken away by Poots. Her pass taken away by Skirring. Now to Olinger, left block. Tess goes up and scores.
And there's what she can do right there. Like great turnover, getting that ball, and then looking ahead.
Olinger with 12. We're tied at 52 with 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, and Alexis Hobie is going to be called for a foul, trying to knock a pass away from Haley Bergen. Hobie will pick up her fourth and the team's fourth as well. 3:59 to play here in the fourth. We're tied at 52. Gary Fitzpatrick will inbounds right in front of us on the near end of the court. Lob pass coming inbounds to Kelchin between the circles. Over on the right side to Fitzpatrick and trying to fight through the screen. Skirring or Kephart will get the foul. Taylor, the personal, her third. So Hobie 4, Skirring 3, Stahlberger 3, Zidlicki 3 for Decorah.
Well, at least Taylor got her money's worth on that foul.
Fitzpatrick inbounds to Poots. Poots in the left corner to Fitzpatrick. Around the screen, takes a 17-footer. It's no good. Rebound fought for. Kelchin had it knocked away. It's fallen on the floor. It's taken by Edco. Now to Fitzpatrick, driving down the lane, puts it up and in. Fitzpatrick having a great fourth quarter. She's got 9 in the quarter and 22 on the night. 22 points for her, 54-52 Edco. 3:28 to play. Kephart looking on the left side, back between the circles to Skirring, right side to Hobie. Hobie high on the right to Kragel. Kragel on the left side to Kephart. Skip pass over on the right side to Hobie. Right corner to Olinger. 17-footer up and good. Tess with the bucket. She's got 14.
How many touches again, Darren? Boy, I'll tell you what.
54-54 the score. 3 minutes to play. Layup attempt by Bergen. No good. Rebound down to Caitlin Kragel. Quickly ahead to Hobie. Hobie on the left side, and a timeout is going to be called by Coach Storhoff. 2:59 left. We are tied at 54. One timeout left for Decorah. 2 timeouts left for Edco. Foul situation now to factory at Decorah with 5 and Edco with 4. The possession arrow belonging to Decorah. That is your game reset with 2:59 left. And we are tied like it's been close all night. 5 points has been the biggest margin either way, Coach B.
That's right, Darren. And it is certainly looking like there could be that extra time that we need to get on the air here tonight.
Yep.
A couple of observations early in the year here. I'm really impressed by Decorah's tenacity, if you will, on the defense, and kind of thinking ahead of a little bit and going into those passing lanes. The second thing is I really like their passing.
Carrying lob pass underneath the Olinger left block, goes up, shot block, foul called. Bergen. Her second, team's 5th. Olinger will shoot a couple. She's got 14 on the night. She is 2 for 5 at the line. We're tied at 54. There's 2:53 to play. Anything else you need to know? Free throw up and good. I didn't let you respond. My bad.
No, you didn't. I had a couple of things, but that's okay.
Second one coming for Olinger with 2:53 left. Tess with the second one up and good. 56-54. Decorah up to 2:50 to play. Fitzpatrick up to the front court, veering to the right side against Kephart. Fitzpatrick still on the dribble, high on the right to Kelchin. Kelchin stops, goes up, shot blocked by Olinger, pulled down by Jacqueline Zidlicki, now to Schuring. Quickly ahead to Olinger. Olinger couldn't handle the pass, it goes out of bounds.
And that is, geez, I wish you could have handled that because it was going to be a layup. You got to catch that kind of a pass.
2:33 to play. No dribbles and 3 passes. You can get that ball up the floor pretty quickly, can't you?
Faster than dribbling.
And the baseline official noticed some error with the clock. And it didn't start right away.
Must be wanting to get home early.
Well, it is the first night of the year. You might as well tell the wife and kids you still know them at this time of year. As Fitzpatrick dribbles in the lane, goes top of the key to Poots, a 3-pointer, banked up in the air. 7 points for Courtney Poots. 57-56 head coach, 2:12 left. Steelers scoring up the left side of the floor. Schuring skips it over to Hovey. Hovey between the circles. Hovey back to Schuring. Bounce pass on the right side to Kephart, now to Schuring. Left block to Olinger, now to Hovey. 15-footer, no good. Tess gets the rebound. Right side to Kephart. 8-footer up, no good. Kephart fights for the board, but it comes down to the hands of Kelchin. 105 seconds to play. Edco ball up 1. Fitzpatrick drive to the baseline. Put up a wild shot and got it to go. Fitzpatrick with 24, 59-56. Edco up 3. Kephart on the left side to Hovey. Hovey takes an 8-footer. It's no good. Rebound for 4, and that's a big-time tie-up between Zidlicki and Kelchin. Alternating possession will go to Decorah with 1:24 to play. Dykes down 3, 59-56.
Need a shot to fall here, Darren.
Schuring, left baseline, left corner to Zidlicki. Back in the left corner to Schuring, a 3-pointer, dances around the rim and good. It's going to be a 2. The 20-footer for Taylor. She's got 8, 59-58. Edco up 1 with the ball, 70 seconds to play. Fitzpatrick, crossover dribble to the left side. Fitzpatrick on the dribble into the lane. Her pass taken away by Zidlicki. Outlet pass to Schuring. A foul is called on Edco. And the young lady who committed the foul got her arm wrapped up with Taylor Schuring and is injured right now. And Courtney Poots is in a lot of pain as one of the athletic trainers is out. That could have been a very serious situation, just the way both players went after that ball, Larry.
Well, it was certainly one of those situations you don't like to see happen on the basketball floor. But credit both your players for going hard to the ball. And boy, you talk about a big-time steal by Jacqueline Zidlicki.
And that was the third foul on Poots and the 7th on the team. So 1-1 coming here for Taylor Stirring. She's got 8 points on the night. 1 minute to play, 59-58 Edco. The sophomore guard for Decorah puts the first free throw up and good. 59-59 the score. Second one in play with 1 minute to play.
Going back there, what was Edco doing going to the basket when they were up by pressure?
Second free throw, front rim, back iron, and good. Timeout, Edco. Will be a full one. 60-59 Decorah. 1 minute to play in the ball game. Let's reset the game here quickly, and then we'll talk about that point. Each team 1 timeout remaining. Foul situation, Edco 7. Decorah has committed 5. Possession arrow belonging to Edco. That's how we reset it. 1 minute to play, 60-59 Decorah. Going back to that situation, Edco had the ball and the lead in that situation. This is a team that puts up 71 shots a game. How comfortable are you in that situation trying to milk some clock?
That's true. But again, who had the ball? The number one player on their team, obviously, and somebody with a lot of experience, and kind of just move around. Looked like she's going, but she really went head first toward the basket, got herself in a situation where she didn't have an out. And credit Jacqueline Zizinski for being in the right place at the right time. You're right there, and you're a fast-scoring team. It's very hard to go into slowdown, and we've seen it many times, many different levels. Sometimes the teams attempt to do that, they all of a sudden completely get out of the rhythm and fall apart.
Edco ball out of the timeout. They bring it to the near side of the court, or near end of the court, with Fitzpatrick driving all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in. Fitzpatrick with another bucket. She's got 26. 61-60 the score. Stirring ahead to Owlinger on the right side. Owlinger back to Stirring, top of the key. Taylor around the screen, right side. Lob pass underneath to Owlinger. It's over her head. Saved in bounds to Colby, but out of bounds as Owlinger ran out of real estate trying to save the ball on the far side. Now as it comes to Fitzpatrick with 35 seconds. I believe Decorah has a foul to give as it's knocked away by Kephart. Fitzpatrick in the backcourt. Fitzpatrick up into the front court. Fitzpatrick retreating to midcourt area. Now to Kelton. Kelton line pass to Funky. Funky drives it to the left baseline, and she traveled with it. No, touched along the baseline. Timeout Decorah. 17.9 to play. Decorah ball far end. They trail by 1.
Unbelievable.
What was she doing?
Yeah. Well, we'll
take it. We'll take it.
But we talked about that transition. That's not easy, probably, for a team like this.
No. And, of course, it's early in the year. I think it might be the first game.
It's the first game for you and me, too. So.
Oh, wonderful. So. Okay, well, anyway, the point is, it's what excitement. Here we are. Decorah's got a chance to win.
17.9 left. That's Decorah's last timeout. Edco has 1. Edco 7 fouls. Decorah 5. Possession arrow belonging to Edco. That's your game reset. 17.9 to play. It is Decorah trailing Edco 61-60. Colby, Kephart, Stirring, Zidlicki, Owlinger for Decorah. Kelton, Funky, Bush, Bergen, and Fitzpatrick for Edco. Inbounds it comes to Taylor Stirring. Stirring still in the backcourt. Now dribbles it across the timeline. Passes it to Hobie. Tries to get it to Owlinger. Ball knocked around. It's loose on the floor. Taken by Fitzpatrick. Fouled by Hobie. That'll be the 6th foul on Decorah, so no free throws yet. 7.6 to play. 61-60 Edco. It comes. Kelton gets it inbounds to Fitzpatrick, who will get fouled by Linnea Kephart. 1-1 coming, 6.9 to play, 61-60 Edco. Maybe a touch more panic than you needed on the offensive end there, Larry. 1-1 coming for Fitzpatrick. She's 3 of 5 at the line tonight and has 26 points.
And the thing is, when the hands of the defender are up, you pass down.
First free throw up, no good. Rebound, Sidlicki. Now to Schuring. Taylor up the right side. Gets it to Olinger. Test driving down the lane, lays it up. No good, but a foul is called. A foul is called with 0.3 of a second left.
And
foul will go against Katie Bush, her first. And the team's 8th. Tess will go to the line to shoot 2. She's 4 of 7 from said spot. She has 14 points. This will be a 2-shot situation. She was fouled in the act of shooting.
This is what you live for when you play basketball. On the line with a chance to win. If they ever get it set up here, my gosh almighty, they send enough signals to bring an airplane.
Still up. Olinger's first free throw up. Good.
Well, here we go.
61-61, 0.3 of a second left. Tess looking for point number 16. Second free throw up. Good. 62-61. Inbounds it comes. It's knocked away, and the Vikes are going to get a victory on opening night of 2013-2014. A hard-fought win on opening night of this year. Decorah defeats Edco 62-61. Tess Olinger with 2 free throws. With 0.3 of a second left to seal the deal for Decorah. Tess with 18 points on the night. 10 points for Jacqueline Zidlicki. 10 points on the night for Taylor Schuring. 8 points for Linnea Kephart. 4 points for Hoyme. 4 points for Kriegel. 2 points for Alexis Hovey. 2 for Shelby Stahlberger. And 4 for Olivia Rowe. Carrie Fitzpatrick leads the way for Edco with 26 points. Allison Kelchin with 10. Steph Funke with 8. 7 for Courtney Hoots. Haley Bergen with 6. And 4 for Caitlin Ronabon. And I'm going to throw out this statistic, and I'm going to say this is probably going to be one of the keys to the victory tonight. Bench scoring tonight. Decorah 26, Edco 4.
That is a big stat there, Darren. I'm figuring up the shot chart here, and Decorah shot really well in that second half. And boy, did they snap some defense on them when it really counted, Darren, down in that fourth quarter. You talked about running in mud. We did that in the first half. We did it in the second half, and finally kind of got ourselves on track and did a really nice job. But looking at the shots here, Decorah ended up making 23 two-pointers and 1 3, 1 for 1. They're 100% on the new season, shooting 3-point shots. And on the other hand, Edco made 25 two-pointers, and they made 4 3-pointers, and they made a really big 3-pointer there near the end of the game that I thought was going to be the difference in the game. But I tell you what, credit Decorah, they didn't give up, and they really fought back. And maybe Edco had a couple of plays that were a little bit iffy, if you will, and kind of gave us a little bit of an opening to get back into the game. But for the shooting percentages, I've got Decorah at 44%, and for Edco, I've got them slipping a little bit. They were shooting 42% at the half, and I think they ended up with about 40% for the game. So again, a good ball game, but you can't say enough about the way Decorah scrapped at the end. Turnovers, Darren. Decorah had an even 40. Way too many. Yep. I think the coaches would agree on that. And at the pace that Edco was making us go was bothering us. We had a huge turnover there right at the end of the game, but somehow we fought our way through it. And on the other hand, Edco ended up with 33 turnovers. And again, remember, this is unofficial. And rebounding-wise, here's a big stat of the night there. And boy, I tell you what, you can credit it to Zidlicki and Olinger in the middle here. They really did a nice job. Craig Grego, when she was in there, was doing a nice job. Decorah ended up with 38 rebounds, and I know that they had 2 situations where they put the ball back at the hoop at least 4 times in one possession and scored in the final one. And on the other hand, Edco only had 29 rebounds. Now, again, not quite as big as Decorah, but still, it's a credit to Decorah to be able to do as good a job as they did on the rebounding. Overall, Darren, I can't say enough good things about what I saw. Certainly a different ball club than what we've had in the last couple of years, but I think there's some room for certainly some room for growth here, and they've got some tools. They've got some bodies in there, some bigger people, and they've got some ball handlers. And in a way, it looked to me, we've also got some people that are a little bit calm under pressure. Yep. They didn't panic. They made it when they have it. And boy, there's Tess Olinger at the line, down by 1, 0.3 seconds on the clock, and a chance to either be the hero or the GOAT. And I think she's the hero this evening.
No doubt about it. And good, just sticking together and playing team basketball tonight, and that's what frankly got them the win tonight. Obviously, a lot of stuff to work on because it's pre-Thanksgiving. A lot of ways you can get better, but a good way to start out the season. And sometimes I think sometimes, let's say this game gets postponed or moved back for any other reason. Sometimes when you start against the defending 4A champions, that might be a little bit more of a blow to your confidence than it should be, perhaps. And you might have seen a little bit of a hangover effect after the big loss down at Xavier last year. And no disrespect to Edco, they're a good basketball program. They've been competitive in Northeast Iowa for quite some time. And the bottom line is you beat a good team at their place. And I just think hopefully this can be just a kickstart you need to, if nothing else, prove that when you're at your best, this is what you can do. And I think maybe not as often as you'd like tonight, but often enough, we saw that out of these girls tonight.
And you know what, Darren? I thought Decorah lost the game 3 times there toward the end. I mean, they had Edco had a nice run there, got themselves up by a few points, and Decorah rallied. Then they got themselves down again, and they rallied again. And then at the end there, we had that huge turnover there where we had 13 seconds, and we had made a nice turnover on them, and then they went down, and we reciprocated, paid back the favor to them, and by golly, somehow or another, we found ourselves in a situation here where we had the ball, and we got down the floor, got a good shot off, and got fouled, 2 free throws. We're going home happy.
All right, Larry, a nice job by you. A good start to the 2013-2014 season. Well, that one was so hard. Let's take 13 days off before we do our next one there, partner.
Okay, we can do that, and there'll be some turkey in between, so we'll be all, fired up, ready to roll. Have the chance for Antropin to kind of fall off there between that and the turkey and that next game. So we should be wide awake, ready to play.
All right, nice job by you, Coach B. We'll talk to you in 13 days.
You bet, Darren.
Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game to you. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. Thanks to Ryan Delahan for coming up to the radio station and getting us on the air tonight and getting the broadcast on the air. And most importantly, thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, Viking fans. We know you enjoyed the outcome. 62-61, Decorah defeats Edco. But there is one piece of business we need to get to yet. Weren't on the air in the first quarter. Who was the first points of 2013-2014? Coach B.
All of you that had Linnea Kephart, you are a winner.
So Coach B will have some popcorn for you the next time you see them. So for our entire broadcast team, for Larry Berlin, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long from Edco. Decorah wins it 62-61. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we will talk to you again in 13 days. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you against MFL Marmac on December the 5th.
Wow, we made it.
Shitty basketball, but you know what? Hey, you got
me awake.
You got a group that's on the same page.
Well, they said Didn't see attitude.
No.